commands, then we're going to get, your computers are all going to answer me. So, so we'll chortle away. All right. So, good morning. It's Ron Brown from Silvercom Computer and Technology Club. This is the Chromebook users group. This is, what's the date today? November the 14th, 2016. And it is a beautiful Thursday morning at Silver Ridge RV Resort. This will be taped and it'll be available later on today for members to have a look. I would like to welcome everybody here in our classroom at Silver Ridge. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people. We have one person online through our Zoom technology. And we have our guest speaker, Huey Poplick from Florida. And we're going to start out with a little talk from Huey. Then I will, and then I'll give you some things that I've got organized for you for the rest of the meeting. Is that okay, Huey? You can hear me?
That's fine with me.
You take it away if you want to share your screen. I think everyone can see you. I'll just move this over a bit. All right. Go, take it away, Huey.
Okay. Share. And you should be seeing my screen. Let me minimize some things here. And I'll close this out for a second. And you should see my eagle, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, hi, I'm Huey. I'm sitting in Bradenton, Florida. We had a chilly evening. It got down into the actually low 60s. And it's warming up now, and it's probably 70 something now, which is chilly for here. And I'm sure some of you appreciate that as well. I don't remember, Ron, if you discussed the end of life of computers in some of your emails. Have you?
Well, it's all good. Do that again. Maybe you could sort of refresh our memory.
Okay. If you have an older Chromebook, you may get something that looks like this. Let me find it. Make sure I get the right one here.
Why don't you get yours so you don't just sit
And
down?
I think it's this one. And I'll full screen that. You may see something like this. Final software update. Your Chrome has received its last software update in accordance with the auto update policy. It's called an end of life. All Chromebooks apparently have this, and it's about, it varies, at least what I was reading. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's around 6.5 years. It could be less. But that's from the date of the, not when you bought it, not when the last update was or what the update was when you bought it, but when it was, that model was released. So if they've renewed using the same number, the same model number and anything, it may be considerably shorter than that. What they're going to do with version 80 of the iOS, which is scheduled around February, according to what I was reading, what they're going to do is they're going to add another item in your settings that's going to show you when your particular computer, this will get an automatic software and security updates until, and it'll give you the date in which that will no longer be available. This happened to Robin's computer about 2 or 3 months ago, and that prompted me to get a new computer and give her the one that I was using. And it will still work. Your computer will still work, but it's not going to be updated any longer.
Go back on
I think you're asking me something, and I can, since I took my headset off, I can barely hear you, and my volume's all the way up.
I can't read any of it. I can't tell back here what.
Okay.
It's telling about this meeting.
Okay.
And then you just have me.
Well, I'm not hearing whatever you're saying, so I'll continue. Um, Now, what about what model you have? When does it expire until that new version of Windows comes, or not Windows, the new version of the OS comes out in February? You really don't know, but there is a website, and I'm going to get to it through a program that I have, I believe. No, it's through another one. I am going to change this as the active and come back to my Chrome and paste that. And as I recall, I have to do this and enter. There is an auto update policy, and it tells you what it is from, this is from Google. And then on this page is the Google approved Chrome devices. And then let's say the Acer R11 that I have, if I look down here, I believe it's one of these. I think it's probably, let's see if I can move my mouse over there. It's either the 2022 or 2024, and I'd have to look at the exact model number. It's called the R11, and I don't see in this list. There's an R13, but I don't see the R11 listed as an R11. So there's another number to it, and I'll have, oh, there it is, right there. June 2022 is when it will reach its completed life. So it's only, 2.5 years. And we'll have to start looking for a new one for me so Robin can get this one. So, and that's support.google.com/Chrome/A/answer and then a number 6220366. And I can email you that link if you need it. Now, the other thing I wanted to touch base just for a couple of minutes, and I may have mentioned this last month when I was on here, is a program that I use. Let's minimize this. Program that I use, this is one, but it's called Simple Note. And I've got it installed now on my Chromebook. I have it on my desktop, and I have it on my phone. And what it does, it keeps text files of all kinds of information that I want. What I was doing was every time that I'd see something on my Chromebook and I wanted to save it on my desktop, I was sending an email to myself with the information. Well, now what I can do is I can just open up Simple Note, type it in, and I'm going to do that on my phone right now. I'm going to open up Simple Note on the phone. Hang on one second. It's now open. I am going to add a message. And notice it says new note already on here. I just opened it up on my phone. It's showing up on my Chromebooks. And so I'm going to just say, hi. And then hit that. And then and notice it came up with the note. And if I click here, and there it is. That's what I typed, hi, Arizona. So I just did that from my phone, and it showed up on the Chromebook. And I can go any direction for all three of the devices. So I am saving things like today's meeting. I copied and pasted this on my desktop. Bingo, it shows up on my Chromebook. There's a couple of people I know are doing a podcast called Old Dogs Talk Tech. And when they mentioned that, I typed it in so I could remember exactly what the name of the podcast was. What I also do is when I order stuff, the tracking numbers I'm now placing in this so I can check the tracking from any of my devices very easily instead of having to go back and look for the email or sign back onto the site. That's what I have without going into too many things. Ron, I'll stop my share so you can see me and whoever else.
Thanks.
Probably not 10 minutes, and I usually use up and then some, but I'm trying to be as thought-provoking without overdoing my time.
No, we appreciate you coming all the way from Florida.
So any questions about Simple Note? I love it. It's a really neat, and it's free.
It's free. Good choice, and we'll look at that as well. Yeah, that's great. I would comment also, I don't know if you were watching, but the recent updates from Google in the last week is they're actually going to put the expiry date of your Chromebook actually in the system settings on your Chromebook.
That's what I showed a picture of that, but it's not going to be till version 80.
Version 80, right.
Which is expected around February.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now, and then we'll talk about a few things. Is that okay?
That's good. I'm going to mute my mic, and if I need to come back in, I will. Otherwise, I will just observe. Thank you very much. Hello to everybody out there, and I'll
Thank
keep.
you, Howie. Thank you, Howie.
All right. Now, we are going to come over here.
It's on the other side.
Just a minute. I just have to figure out how to do this. I'm just going to look at it. Where did I put my files? Just bear with me a sec. I just got to get here's my Google Drive.
Did you join Google Drive?
We'll talk about that in a minute. Just let me get the whole start here. And user book. All right. And I just want to get this file up. All right. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. First of all, this is a, you all have desktops, and I made a little video for you, and I wanted to show you, first of all, how to customize your desktop. So I want to watch the video, which I'll play now for you. Come on, video. Come on, video.
Doesn't want to go.
Now, just a minute. If I could just move. If I can just move this. Hang tough, it's coming. All right, we'll come back here, and we'll just go to YouTube then. I'll play it right off of YouTube. Just bear with me. We're coming. All good things come if you just wait for them. Now, all right, I just have to find, I had them all lined up for you. If we just a minute, hold on a sec. Customizing your Chromebook. There we go. There we go.
Ron Brown from SilvercomCTC Technology Club. Today we're going to talk about customizing your Chromebook desktop. Now, the first thing is you can customize your shelf. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Right-click your mouse, come down and click on shelf position, and we can move the shelf to the left, bottom, or right. That is the right. And here we're going to move it to the left. And now we're going to move it to the bottom. So you can change the shelf to any position you want. And you can also auto-hide the shelf by clicking this button.
I can't hear him at all.
What?
I can't hear him at all.
Oh, I got it. He's hard to hear.
Hit the right click and tap the wallpaper. And let's look at the options we have.
Feedback, feedback.
We have first. Now, I'm going to choose and I'm going to even refresh. So now I get a picture of the Earth. Earth change every day. That's pretty darn cool. Wow. Now let's customize our browser background. We can also do this. So let's go to Chrome. We're going to open Chrome up. Now look at Chrome. It's white and it's got the googly stuff. But if we hit the bottom right, we're going to customize it.
Are you
Let's come
seeing it?
down to the customizing of Chrome in the background. And we're going to come down. Oh, that's great. Seascapes. Let's do that. I love the ocean. Oh, look at the coral. I'm going to do coral. And I'm going to do refresh daily. Now, I have a beautiful coral on my Chrome browser. When I get rid of my browser, I still have in the background of my wallpaper, I have the land scenery. Now let's talk about browser shortcuts. So if I bring up Chrome, you'll see on the bottom here, I have some websites. These are our websites that I've been to. If I want to add one, I can add a URL. But let's come over here and let's look at shortcuts. I can have my shortcuts, which are shortcuts that I have recently been to, or I can have the most visited shortcuts. In other words, the most popular ones I've been to. And I'm going to highlight that. And now you can see these are the shortcuts that I have been at most in the recent times I've been on the computer. Now, if I come back to shortcuts and I don't want to see those, I can turn them off. So I click on off, and it's done, and they all go away. So now on page, now I have my beautiful coral ocean scenery there without shortcuts. Now, let's customize your browser theme. What is a browser theme? So I'm going to come back and I'm going to bring up Chrome. And you'll see my nice seascape that I have here. But look at the place. Look at the line up top. It's not very nice. We should be able to do something with this. So we're going to come down and we're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. Let's go to the Chrome Web Store. And we're going to go to Themes. Now let's look over here and let's see what the themes are. Seafoam. Oh, let's go back up and look at seafoam. Oh, that would be great. Seafoam, you can almost smell the ocean. Now that would go well with our coral theme. So we're going to add this to Chrome. And now you can see the theme is now seafoam. Oh, doesn't that look better than just a plain white? It goes with our coral background. Wow. But if we want to go back to the original, what we need to do, I'm having a senior's moment here, you don't want to be in tools, you want to be in settings. Let's move the cursor down to settings. There we go. Let's open settings up. Let's go to appearance. There we go. We have seafoam. Let's reset it to default. And now we go back.
What's causing that?
I showed you today how to customize your shelf. I showed you how to customize your wallpaper.
Bobby, ours are too close together.
And we customize your browser theme. It's Ron Brown with SilverCom Computer and Technology Club. Enjoy your Chromebook.
All right. All right, now let me just hold on a sec here. You just have to get out of this window.
Good morning, it's Ron Brown with the SilverCom Computer and Technology Club. Today I want to talk about how to take a photo or video with the
All right. Just a minute here. Okay, manage participants. Lou, I think we've got Jim and Lou on. Jim, I'm gonna mute you because we're getting interference back through your mic because you're both.
Okay, interference here too.
Yeah. So if I just mute one of them, but.
Hi.
All right. Now I think
I just figured it was you being noisy.
No. We had that problem before. Jim and Lou have their laptops sitting side by side, and the two mics. We had that problem before, and the two mics when they're on, they put interference feeding back into that. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? What that was all about? This was how to customize your Chromebook menu and to customize your browser, and you can change the color, change the theme, and change the setting. Now you may want to go back and look at that video again. That video is on our website and it's all available, and you can just go to our Chromebook user group and it's there, and you can play it over and over and over. So you don't have to take any notes. It's there, and you can play that video. You can play that video again. All right, let me just go now, and we'll go back to how to install Google Assistant on your Chromebook. We're going to talk about this. Let me just
What is Google Assistant?
talk about that in just a second. Just bear with me. I just have to find it. Videos.
Did you just pass it?
This still. Yes, here it is. Good. Thanks, Greg. Well, I'll talk about what Google Assistant is in a second. It's Ron Brown with SilverCom Computer and Technology Club. Today's video is how to use Google Assistant on your Chromebook. If you are using Chromium OS 77, then it should be installed. Just try saying, "Hey Google." That's why I don't want your computers on. Hold on. Or "Okay Google." My phone's going. Let's see if it works. Hey Google, what's the weather?
Currently in Comox, it's 50 and mostly sunny. Today, it'll be clear with clouds from time to time, with a forecasted high of 50 and a low of 36.
And that is an example of using Google Assistant on my Pixel 3 phone. But this is now available on your Chromebook with Chromium OS 77. There are 3 ways that you can activate Google Assistant. You can say, "Okay, Google." You can say, "Hey, Google." Or you can use the keyboard shortcut, the search key, plus A. Let's see how this example works with OK Google. OK Google. Let's see how this works with the command, "Hey Google." Hey Google. Or you can use the search key plus the letter A. Now, if your Google Assistant is not activated now, let me show you how to enable it. First of all, we're going to bring up our settings menu. So we'll just bring the cursor up to the settings menu. Click on settings. And then you're going to move over to the left and you'll see it says search and assistant. We'll click on this. And then you'll come up and you'll see, of course, my Google Assistant is enabled. Well, let's go over here and look at the settings. All right, so the setting is, top setting is on, which you would expect. The next button is related to info, and it will show info on your screen. The next button activates the OK Google. Normally,
Here's the definition of normally.
Google is just Hey Google, but you can also use OK Google. I should have turned it off. If you want to retrain your voice, you can do that. And if you want to receive notifications, make sure that that is toggled on. Now, once you enable Google Assistant, you can either use your voice to input, and I'll be demonstrating that, or you can type it in the keyboard. We're not going to go over the Google Assistant settings, but if you click on this button, this will bring up your Google Assistant settings. But this is universal and will occur across platform to all your Google devices. So if you set this up already on your cell phone, you don't need to repeat that. Here's an example on adjusting volume or brightness. Hey Google, increase volume level 9.
Okay.
Hey Google, increase brightness.
Increasing brightness.
Well, I hope you enjoy your Google Assistant. I know I do. Hey Google, what's the weather today?
In Comox today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 15 and a low of 5. Right now, it's 5 and mostly sunny.
What about Alexa?
So this has been an example of using Google Assistant with Chromium OS 77 on a Chromebook. Hey, it's Ron Brown with Silvercom Computer and Technology Club. Enjoy using your Chromebook. All right, just a minute here. Am I still sharing my screen? Can you guys see me?
Yes,
Can you see me or are you seeing my screen?
I'm seeing you.
Oh, good. Okay, we're back to where we should be. So, so everybody, so you saw that video. So what is it all about? For those of you who have smartphones and you have, an Android phone, Google Assistant has been built into the operating system for a long time. And Don probably does. You know what Google Assistant is, but it's like Siri for Apple, and it's built in. Now, the significant part of this was with the advent of the Chromium operating system 77, which you all should be on now, we could add Google Assistant to our Chromebook. Okay, so now the functionality that we had on our phone now extends to the Chromebook. And as I should have turned off my who on my Chromebook, because of course, every time I said something, of course it popped up, right? So and it also popped up in my phone. And that's why I didn't want all you guys to have all your computers on, because everybody would be, it'd be popping up. So that is Google Assistant. Greg?
So on Google Assist on my phone, can I ask it to block special phone numbers?
I don't know. There's a whole, the whole topic of how to use Google Assistant is a whole other topic, right? So, you'd have to look at that. However, what I will say is that the settings that you put on your phone, you only have to do once. If you have your Google Assistant set up, so in the morning you say, who, what am I to do today? And it reads off, the weather and the traffic report. You've got it all set up. You don't have to set it up again on your Chromebook. It will be the same, okay? So you just need to do that once. Now, so if you don't use Google Assistant, you don't know what it is, just leave it turned off. But if you do use Google Assistant, then you can replay this video and watch it, and it'll show you how to set it up on your, which is just a toggle switch to set it up on your Chromebook. And this is a new feature that just came out, and you should all be on Chrome operating system 77, which we'll check before you leave. Okay, now I had one more video to show you. Vale, can you stand another video?
What's that?
Can you stand it? Are you asleep?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do one more video, okay? Let's see if we can share my desktop. Let's see, share screen. All right. We've got one more. Now, how to install Android apps on your Chromebook. I don't know if we've gone over this.
Enabling play from Silvercom Computer and Technology Club. Today, I'd like to discuss how to install Android apps on your computer. Apps on a Chromebook can be installed from two places: the Chrome Web Store or the Google Play Store. Chromebooks made in 2017 or after will have the Google Play Store installed. Chromebooks before 2017 will have the Chrome Web Store installed. Let me show you on my Samsung Chromebook Plus what it will look like. Here you'll see I have both. I have the web store and I have the Play Store because my computer was built in 2017. We now are going to go to the web store, the Chrome web store, and you will see there are extensions, there's themes, and there's apps and games. These can all be installed on your Chromebook from the Chrome web store. All Chromebooks will have this on them. If your Chromebook was built after 2017, it will also have the Play Store installed. Click on this, and this will bring up the Android Google Play Store. This is exactly what you would be seeing on your Android phone with games, apps, movies, etc. that you can install on your Chromebook. Chromebooks can run both the web version and the Android app. This is a huge advantage in having a Chromebook. I want you to look at the bottom of your screen in the red rectangle. You're going to see two icons of Google Photos. Confusing, right? You are going to see two icons of PowerPoint. Let's have a look and see what these are. You'll see the Google Photos. You'll see the Google Photos is a white circle with Google Photos icon in it. And then you'll see the PowerPoint with a white circle around it. What is the difference? The ones with the white circle are the apps. Now you're seeing we're bringing up the Google app. Now, in most cases, the apps are more functional than the website. So when I click the second button here, it brings up the web. So this is Google Photos on the web. And this is Google Photos with the Google Photos app. Now you can see the same thing when I show you the PowerPoint. PowerPoint white circle is an app which you bring up. And the other one is the PowerPoint online. And the difference between the two, one is an app and one is an online version. A very popular app is called Snapseed, and this is a photo editing app that we use in Google Photos. It is only available as an Android app, which is difficult to use on a small cell phone. This is an extremely big advantage when you're using this on a Chromebook because you have a big screen and can use this very popular app with a keyboard and mouse. You'll see Snapseed here is installed on my Chromebook. I'm able to bring it up and open the app. I'll bring in a picture. And here you will have all the tools that you can use to edit your Google Photos picture with the Snapseed app. Enabling Play Store in settings, I want to just go over the settings within the Play Store for Android apps. Let's go to our settings, and we'll come up to settings, and we're going to scroll way down. Until we come to the Google Play Store. Now, you should have this installed if your Chromebook was 2017 or later, and it should be turned on. So when we go to the settings now, we can manage our Android preferences here. When you click on this, you'll see all your Android preferences that you can turn on or off. And I'm not going to go through all those menus. I'm not sure why you would ever want to do this, but you can remove all your Android apps in this tab here. We're going to certainly cancel that. I wouldn't want to do that. But this is where you can turn on and off the Google Play Store. If you are new to a Chromebook, you will need to install your Android apps. The Android apps on your phone are not automatically installed on your Chromebook. And also, please remember to make sure you update the apps. In summary, install apps from 2 locations on a Chromebook. They can be installed from the Chrome Web Store and the Google Play Store, depending on the age of your computer. It's Ron Brown with SilverCom Computer and Technology Club. Enjoy your Chromebook.
All right, let me just get out of here.
Good morning.
We don't want to listen to me anymore. Share, and we'll bring us back up. All right, just let's get out of here. So, just a minute, we should have finish participants. Great. Are you still there? Is everyone, Huey, are you still there?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Did you get that? Did it come through okay?
Yeah.
You were able to get it? Okay. So
Yeah.
let me ask everyone here, so those of you who have been around a while will understand that so does everyone understand there's 2 versions of everything, right? There's the web version, which I showed you with Google Photos. So if we minimize this, if you look at the bottom of my Chromebook here, you'll see the Google Photos, and this is the circle, the white circle, and this is.
You're not sharing.
Oh, I'm not sharing. Okay, hold on. Let me share. Can you see now? Is that okay? You see that?
Yeah, I'm not seeing the bottom of your screen, but I am.
You're not.
You have to scroll down.
I guess you can't see the shelf, eh? Because of you can't see the shelf. All right, that's too bad. Okay, but the audience here can. So if you look at the bottom on the shelf here, you will see on the left here, this is the Google Photos app. So with your Chromebooks, if they're after 2017, you can go to the Play Store like I showed you, and you can download the Google Photos app, which is the same one that you would have on your phone, right? It's an app. It's an Android app, and it runs on an Android phone, but you can have this on your Chromebook. And this is what this is. This is the Google Photos as the Android app. But also you can run this as a web app, and it looks different. So you'll have 2 apps here, or you'll have 2 icons here, and they look different, but they're both Google Photos. And when I bring this one up, this is running it off the web, right? And so this looks different.
Why would you need to?
Well, because you're going to be using mostly the app on your phone, right? Because this is where you take your pictures. This is where all your pictures will reside. So the app that you're going to use will be on your phone, right? Now, most cases, the apps that on your phone, the Android apps, are more functional than the web version. So you really want to use the Android apps, okay? However, there are a few times when you want to use the web, the web version, and so the beauty of the Chromebook is you can use one or you can use the other. The same thing in PowerPoint. You've got two versions of PowerPoint you can run on your Chromebook. One is the web version and the other is the app. So you'll find on your Chromebooks, you can run both versions all along. And particularly when you get to Snapseed, like Snapseed, if you look at, Mike's done a bunch of courses on Snapseed. Does anyone, how many people here use Snapseed? Yeah, Snapseed is a photo editing program. It's right here. This is really a great program. I don't know if I've got any, this is a new Chromebook. I don't know if I've got any pictures here to open. Do I have any pictures?
Hey, Ron, put up the tower.
Yeah, I don't think I've got it on this machine.
Yeah, you do. You had one on there.
Oh yeah, images. Videos. Where did the tower go?
It was under Google Photos.
Oh, is it in Photos? Oh, okay. For those of you, this isn't anything to do with Snapseed, but they'll want to look at this. For those of you who are, we're going to do a 5G talk on Monday. This is the tower as you go down East Southern and you make a right turn onto Ellsworth just before you get to 60. When you're on the off ramp and you're just heading out onto 60, most people are watching all the traffic, so be careful when you do this. But if you look there and you look up, this is the tower that you'll see, and this is a 5G communication tower, okay? If you go down 60, at all the off-ramps, you're usually busy looking at where you're gonna go, but on all the off-ramps, on the right-hand side, you'll see similar towers all down 60. And this is all for communication, yes?
What's the distance and communication with that 5G?
We'll talk about that on Monday. Yeah, we'll talk about that. There's a whole bunch of stuff you got to talk about. Yeah, but it's 5G. So let me, but anyway, so coming back to Snapseed, this is Snapseed here. I showed you that, had that open. This is Snapseed open. And anyway, it's normally run on an Android phone, which is on here, but it's hard to do photo editing on a phone. Because it's an Android, you can use it on a Chromebook. Now, I was just going to go back over and just show you the videos. All the videos I showed you today, if you come to our website and you come to SIGs and you come down to Chromebook, and you come to the Chromebook SIG, you will see Huey's site. You'll see the 3 monthly sessions that we had before. So this is our August meeting, our September meeting, our October, and this will be our November meeting. And you'll see my Chromebook videos. Which will all be listed here. Okay, so all the videos we saw today are all here, and they're all available for you to play them again. So you can take them home, you can play it again, you can watch them. So they're all there. They're all linked to our website. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Any questions anybody has? Is there? Sorry for the communication problems and all that, but when you're trying to broadcast and do all these different things and get everything sorted out, I think it actually worked well. Vale, could you hear everything? Did all the videos come through?
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody, yeah, good, excellent. Do you have any questions, Vale?
No, I just enjoy your humor.
Okay.
All right, does anyone, yes, Mike?
We can go home and we can watch these.
Yes.
After each video, I think it would be good for you to take questions on that individual video. Because if you do 3 or 4 videos,
Yeah.
by the time I want to ask a question about the first one, I completely
You
forgot.
completely forgot,
And
right?
I think a question after each
Each
video
video.
would be very, very helpful.
Sure. So we'll have a question after each video. Sure. Because I produce about one of these a week now, and we'll be doing, and as the Chrome operating system changes, you'll find that you should be on version, you should all at least be on version 77. Let me show you, does everyone know how to check? I'm just going to share my screen again.
I thought you were on 78, so am I.
78.
Are we on?
78.
Let me just check. I've got a bunch of Chromebooks now, and this is my new Pixel book, so I have to just check again. And some of them I'm on the beta channel. Let me just check. So if you want to check and see what version you are on, you come down here to settings on the bottom right hand side. We'll click on this, and it brings it up. And you come up here to settings. Okay. Don't click this. This is for brightness. Want to go to settings. Okay. And then we'll come over to the left about Chrome OS here. And I'm on 78 now. So we'll check for updates, and my Chromebook is up to date. So you should all be on 78. And if it isn't, just click the button and you can update yours to version 78. Last time we talked about the virtual desktops. There you will find videos, because what you can do is let's have a look here. We can talk. What you can do is bring in, I can't just show you on this screen, but you can bring in virtual desktops and do a lot more with Chrome 78. And I've outlined all the new features in it in the video for you. So, so those are 3 videos on different, we talked about customizing. So you can customize your Chromebook settings. Let me just get you can customize your Chromebook settings, or there we go. And can you see me? Am I still
No.
sharing my screen?
No. I see you over here, but the screen is black. There.
There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back there. Okay, so we talked about installing Android apps. We talked about changing your screen, and we talked about what was the third thing we talked about?
Assist.
Google Assist. Google Assist. We talked about 3 things today. Go home, watch the videos again. If you have any questions, let me know. This will be the last Chromebook user group meeting until January. Okay, we're not starting the user groups until January, and then we will have 2 a month, and they will not be taped. They will not be broadcast. So you have to come to the meetings, and we'll have those, and those will be they'll be Thursday morning at 10 o'clock, and we'll run 2 per month, and we'll start at the very basics, and we'll work the way through. If you have any Chromebook problems or you have any issues, Friday afternoon, Vale and I'll be here to help you. You know, I'm in 507. If you have any problems, you want some private tutoring, or you want some stuff, then please just ask. Most of you here, except for Dawn, that were here last year. Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't in the class.
Oh, you were in the class. Okay, so almost all of you are except, I guess, Greg, when you got your Chromebook this summer, didn't you?
Well, I got it in April, but yeah.
You got it, yeah. Are you doing okay? Are you finding the Chromebook okay, or do you have any questions?
Well, I'm not using it like I really should. I'm
Okay.
using a lot more stuff, but I
Right.
asked you a question about join the doc, and I've joined Google Doc.
Right. So
and
you should
I've
come
joined
this.
the commercial.
Yeah, you should come this afternoon, because this afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be talking about Google Drive and how to organize your Google Drive and what your Google Drive is. Now, Google Drive on a Chromebook is really your hard drive, right? So if you want to come this afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'm going to talk about organizing your hard drive, how to organize it, and what to do with your Google Drive.
Are you buying lunch? Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing for lunch because I don't have any water at my place because they're tearing all the plumbing out of my unit right now. I'm having all new Plex lines put in and new toilets, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yes. Are you offering to buy me lunch?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that what the hand went up?
Last week's sandwich, if you want. Is
What
there
is on the recording line?
automatic
Bogus.
notification of a new operating, the new version of the operating system without me having to remember to go back and periodically?
Oh, it'll update automatically. You don't have to worry about that. So it will, if you do nothing, the Chrome OS will automatically update. I'm just anxious. I just like to get, I like to be at the cutting edge, and I like to, I'm on one of my other Chromebooks, I'm on the beta channel, so I'm on the next version. But I just got my Pixel book, so I got 3 Chromebooks, right? So I got something, I can't remember which version I'm on with each one. So, but it will, you do nothing. You do not have to do anything. The Chrome operating system will automatically update to the next version.
Except on my machine, it's there, but it says I have to shut the machine off and let it reboot.
That is correct. So if you do what I do and you never turn your machine off, you just close it. It does not turn it off. It just hibernates it. It won't update to the next version. So you have to actually turn it off. So what you'll want to do is go to power management and turn it off in the evening rather than just closing it, because it won't update till it restarts. Now, what we've talked about, but you probably forgot about this, is on a Chromebook, there's two copies of the operating system, right? 2 copies. So what happens is there's a primary copy and there's a secondary copy. You're working on the primary copy. The update goes to the secondary copy. So when you reboot it, it just switches, okay? It just switches. So there's always 2 copies of the Chrome operating system on your Chromebook, a primary and a secondary, all right? And when you boot the Chromebook up, it will go to the primary copy and it will do all the security checks that we've talked about in the past. If it fails any of those security checks, it will go to the second copy. If it goes to the second copy and finds any security issues with that, it won't load either one. It will go back out to the internet. It will download a new copy and install a fresh copy, and that will be your primary copy. That process takes about 2 minutes. Can you imagine, Vail, what that'd take with Windows 10?
Oh, yeah, it would be a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes. So it would take about 2 minutes. It would take about 2 minutes to do that. So you go through primary, secondary, and it'll just download and reboot and come back up just within 2 minutes, all right? And that's because the Chromium operating system is very, very tiny amount of data. So that's actually what happens. That's why it has to reboot, right? It has to reboot to switch the copies. It can't install it when you've got the copy running. It's got to switch them to the secondary copy. And that's the other nice thing about it, is it doesn't bother you. You never get with a Chromebook, you'll never get in the middle of your presentation and it wants to update and reboot, right? How many times in Windows does that happen, right? You're right in the middle of something and it wants to reinstall and reboot, right? Well, you'll never get that with a Chromebook.
I have a question. When I'm on my PC and I'm in Word document and it upboots, does it automatically save to that point?
On Word?
Yeah.
In Word, there's an auto save at the top. And if you have
I know, but like in Doc, once you're in Doc,
yes.
if you move, it
Yes.
saves
Yes.
it just instantly.
Yes.
But this version that I have, this 1895 or whatever it is, it looks like it's saving that stuff when it kind of gets hold of the screen.
I can't remember Word. I use PowerPoint all the time, and there's an auto save at the top, and you have to click auto save. You have to link it to your OneDrive. It's got to be linked to your OneDrive. So if you're using Office, it's got to be linked to your OneDrive. If you haven't logged into your OneDrive, then you can't. The auto save won't work. So you got to make sure that's enabled. But in a Chromebook, when you're using the word processor in a Chromebook, it's automatically saved. There is no save button. It's automatically saved no matter what you do. So you don't have to worry about that.
1903, you can schedule your
Yeah, you can scan, yeah.
So Ron, I think Vale will take you and I out to lunch right now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
See, he looks like he's-
He looks like he's really
Yeah,
anxious to
he's
take
really
us
gonna
over.
go for this.
Hey, Dale, you got your wallet with you?
No,
I'll take an IOU.
All right. Okay, listen, it's 11 o'clock. I think we'll call the meeting to end. Hugh, I want to thank you very much for being there. You want to unmute yourself and give us the last word or blessing or whatever?
Yeah, it was great to be with you. And don't forget, Simple Note was the app that I showed. Try it out.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Hugh. We'll talk soon, eh?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Bye,
thanks a lot.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
now.
The information